It's the Hot Rod Podcast with Ron Foreman and Brady Wright. We literally live, eat, and breathe cars. Thanks for joining us on the podcast today. Make sure that you hit the subscribe and the like button, mash the notifications on so that you'll know every time we put a new show together and bring it to you here on YouTube. Time to get going. Let's see what's happening this week.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, how's it going?
Another episode of the Hot Rod Podcast. Brady Wright, Ron Foreman. We are going to quiz Ron a little bit tonight because I understand that you have done a whole bunch more work on the Rat Bastards shop truck, panel truck, the 58 Apache, right? How's that coming?
Good.
Oh, just good? Come on. What?
Well, it's moving. It's going forward. We're going forward. It's awesome. Yeah, it's going to be quite the little gem.
So what'd you get done over the last couple of days of the weekend? You worked on it last weekend, didn't you?
Last weekend we got the old rear end out and mocked up the new one, and we got to get the ring, not the ring and pinion, but the third member, right, and the pads that are on the top of the axle housing, so we can get the pads for the springs on there. And get that dialed in for 3 degrees, and then offset the transmission and engine,
right,
3 degrees, so it's not directly straight, so it's 3 to 3.
Yeah.
Like that.
I got a bunch of, you sent me a bunch of pictures on Dropbox, so we're going to add them to the show. Let's take a look at all this to see how cool it is, and we'll talk a little bit more as we go.
The Hot Rod Podcast is sponsored by the Idaho Hot Rod Hall of Fame, a nonprofit organization that recognizes and rewards men and women who actively promote the hot rod community, clubs, and builders all over the state of Idaho. Every year we award a Hot Rodder of the Year, a Club of the Year, and a Young Rodder of the Year, as well as giving out scholarship money to students in the auto trades programs at local colleges. If you want to know more, or if you want to nominate an honoree, go to idahof.org or email us at idahof@gmail.com. That's Idahof, IDAHHOF.org, or again, idahof@gmail.com.
Don't. Come on. Video on the danger parts. Let's see, it's not going to fit in here either. As I'm doing this, I'm starting and closing my eyes.
There you are at the Busted Knuckle Garage at Casey's house, pulling out the rear end.
I'm pretty sure that's trademarked by somebody else.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, what'd you call it? Crescent Wrench Garage?
No, that's not. We're not copying. We're not copying the bicycle garage. No way. Jose.
Right. Corkscrew.
Oh, with the old. Now the new's kind of come. Well, 1978 new.
In a little bit. Toward me. Come in toward me a little more. Right there.
We removed the 1959 rear end and spacers that had the 4 3/4 lug pattern, which set it out too wide for the tires to fit underneath real well. So now we have a 78 Camaro rear end in. It is 62 inches wide, matching the original.
And what'd you do to the rear end?
Oh, we got 373 gears in it. And a limited slip. We built that. And
New seals and
yep, new seals and after seals. Did not do the brakes. The brakes was running later.
they're on there.
They're in there. They're rollables. They'll get you moving, get you down the road. And then still got to tack it, set the pinion, but we can't do that until we get the engine and transmission in and get the pinion angle set.
Do it right.
That. But this is just in here just to get it to set, and then we'll. And the rain's coming, so we're stopping. Hold on, it won't hit me.
Yes.
Action.
Fire.
Maybe time.
He's on fire. Oh.
That's a good one. Maybe 2-4 minutes.
That's
I think
cool.
that's a success, fellas. Awesome. All right.
Let's put it in something to be more safe.
It's dripping now. Huh?
Put it in that. Put it.
You're into cars. You love a good time, and you'd rather build it than buy it. You just might love the Rat Bastards. We're a family-oriented nonprofit organization. We welcome all 1969 and older. In the rough is enough, real steel and iron. We're about old-school traditional hot rods and rat rods. We get together, have fun, help each other build, and cruise like crazy, because that's the way car clubs are supposed to be. The Rat Bastards are a new class of old school, and our signature event is the Infestation Show every July. Check our Facebook page for location, time, and dates. We're charter sponsors of the Idaho Hot Rod Hall of Fame and the Hot Rod Podcast. Join us at cruise-ins all over Washington and Idaho. Joining the club is easy. By the way, contact us through the club page for Washington or Idaho. Check us out on the Rat Bastards Car Club pages on Facebook. We'll see you on the road.
Hey man, that looks like some good stuff. That truck is coming along pretty good.
Casey's amazing. Casey is amazing. He's awesome.
Casey is amazing. Casey is the man. Let's face it, he is the man.
He is.
Plus, he's got my haircut, so he's obviously a cool guy.
He's got a little trimmer beard, but it's kind of the same. But yeah,
You can get there. Yeah.
a little bit.
So what's next on the project? What's coming up after this?
Also, we're going to try and get the engine and transmission in and get that dialed in, and probably have to do some modifications with the cross members and things like that. So that's coming up. That'll be next.
Nice. Well, give us more pictures. We'll do another part 2, 3, 4, or 28. We want to see this running under its own steam.
Cool.
Right on, man. Hey, thanks for doing that. I appreciate it. It's great to see you.
You too, sir.
We'll do more later.
All right.
That's it for this episode of the Hot Rod Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe to our show, and we appreciate it if you smash those notification buttons too, so you'll know when a new one drops. For Ron Foreman, I'm Brady Wright. This has been the Hot Rod Podcast. We'll see you on the next one.